finishing first in the last 3 Olympic Games as he's looking for 4 golds in a row to join 3 other Summer Olympians in an individual event to win 4 Olympic golds in a row. First off, though, Rowdy, get on the team in the event as Phelps will attract all the attention once again in the middle of the pool in lane 4. Based on what you've seen from his swim in the 200 fly last night, the prelims in this race this morning, what kind of shape is he in? How's he looking?
Oh, he's in great shape. I think he's as in good a shape as he has ever been. Physically, there is no doubt it. He's incredibly fit. He's in that perfect weight right now. I just don't think he's peaking for this meet. He has got that capability to at least sail through the 200 fly in this event to put himself on the team. A little trickier in the 100 fly coming up later, but this should be no problem making this event again.
Again on the team, on his record 5th Olympic team by virtue of his winning the 200 fly last night. His signature arm flap starts another race.
Has just improved dramatically over the years, and you've got some guys in here that can make some noise, no doubt about it. Litherland's already on the team. He's up there in lane number 3. Seliskar, David Nolan is the fastest swimmer in history in the 200-yard IM. He's right there in lane number 6.
So there's Phelps taking it out in the fly by 0.2 over Christian McCurdy up there in lane 2. And when you look at the Olympic Games the last 3 times in 04, 08, and 12, Phelps winning all of them. Lochte second in 04 in Athens, third to Phelps when he ran the table, Michael, with those 8 golds in China. And then they went 1-2 4 years ago. So there have just been some epic showdowns, but in all of the Olympics, Phelps has touched first ahead of Lochte.
Well, tactically, he is just swimming a brilliant race right now. About a half-second faster than he went in prelims. Nailed both of those turns, so he'll be very pleased with the walls. Crowd just loves to get behind him.
Not pleased with the finish in the 200 fly last night. So he said, he and his coach, Bob Bowman, we're going to talk about that, iron out a few wrinkles, and he is way out ahead, more than a second and a half of the next best down there in lane 6, David Nolan. So Phelps is just going to cruise home in the freestyle here and see what kind of time Ryan Lochte can post coming up.
Boy, he just has shut it down. Look at this stroke right here, almost doing a catch-up type stroke. Wow, look at that.
He just totally shuts it down. It enables Nolan to get a little closer, but Phelps conserving energy. No one knows how to build to the moments better than Phelps has through the years, from the prelims to the semis to the finals.
It's incredible, Dan. That's the 3rd fastest time in the world this year, based on the last 4 or 5 strokes. Can you believe that? All 4 strokes in swimming, and Michael, like a puzzle, is the best in history put together. The fly kicks it off, and is there a prettier sight ever than seeing him keeping everything in that perfect sync here? Entry, head press, kick. It's just magical. Backstroke, 5th fastest time in history as an American in the 200 back here. So he settles here so well. And by now, most have given up on the idea of being able to catch him. The breast is his weakest stroke, but he's always been able to turn it into a weapon. And then the freestyle, well, here's the freestyle. Look at this coming up. Oh, it's hard to tell technically because he's just so low in the water from shutting it down. Dan, okay, I admit it. My passion bucket is full.
It's full every night, every race. And watching Beyonce, Nicole, Boomer still sleeping through it. You know, Boomer only wants to watch the finals. I mean, that's what he's about. Just like that.
Just like that.
Shuts it down, going to the wall. So it's a personal best by Nolan, who is second, but all eyes on Michael Phelps as he has built his way to another final tomorrow night. And Phelps has made his way over to Michelle.
Yeah, and he's the birthday boy, as we've discussed. Happy birthday. You have said that 4 years ago you did not enjoy this process. How would you contrast this experience to back then?
I mean, I want to be here now. And, I think that's, for me, what makes it so much better and so much more exciting, Being able to come out and swim as hard as I can. To set up times for, tonight was to set up something for tomorrow. So, I did that, and that's all I care about.
How has it been for you to celebrate your birthday along with all this success with an even bigger family than ever before?
It's always crazy that this is the time of the year when my birthday is. It always falls during trials. So, to be able to celebrate your birthday here with a large contingency that we have up there, it's pretty special.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Okay, so Phelps, he's just kind of got that easy-going mentality after each of the races so far here, cranking it up for another final tomorrow. And again, his rival Ryan Lochte, who has been less than 100%, Rowdy. He tweaked his groin in the opening 400 IM race on Sunday, and it was evident as he made his way down the stairs today after the preliminaries of this 200 IM. I know you talked to his coach, David Marsh. What did he tell you?
Well, he said clearly it's bothering him, man. But the key point he made, he said they did not give any additional injections. They're just taking ibuprofen. He felt good before the preliminaries in the 200 IM, and it definitely hurt him after preliminaries, and you could see that he's just going to have to push through it. One of the things he told me that was very interesting, he says he's got to narrow up the kick in the breaststroke. That's where it happens. It's on the breast and the explosiveness he has off the wall. So he's got to shorten his kick a little bit, fight through it, and just hope that nobody surprises him tomorrow night in the final.
And he shortened his program here to kind of rest that groin and make sure he gave himself the best chance he could in this 200 IM. He scratched the 200 back, and that is a race where he won gold in China in 08 and took bronze just 4 years ago. So that was a pretty big scratch by Lochte to try to make sure he at least could get closer to 100% in this 200 IM, and he's got that world-class backstroke still.
And I think it was a smart decision to scratch at 200 back. There was no way, even a great Ryan Lochte right now at his age was not going to make that team in the 200 backstroke. He needed to be fresh, and especially with the injury, this is a very key decision for him. And the last chance for him to make an individual event, most likely. He'll have the 100 butterfly, but this is pretty much it.
And again, the tweak that groin injury on Sunday. It is a nagging chronic injury that he's had for a while. It really escaped any kind of significant pain until Sunday. And he swam the 400 IM, did not make that top two after winning gold 4 years ago, so it was not a great start for Lochte at these trials, so he's trying to turn it around here. He's already on the team in a relay.
He had to do everything from an upper body perspective. Breaststroke is pretty much lower body, 70%. He had to turn that around to maybe even 50-50. Didn't get a lot out of his kick, but look at this. It doesn't matter. I still think this is going to be a great race tomorrow night.
Yeah, guess what?
Watch this now, Dan. 10 meters, he'll shut it down. There, look at that. Just like that. Easy peasy.
Lochte, top qualifier, just over Phelps. With a time of 1:56.71. Gunnar Betts was second in the heat. But one more time at these trials, we got another duel set up between Lochte and Phelps.
See the kick, see the knees? They come up much more narrow, and that means the feet explode back, not out and around. That groin injury, it is so incredibly painful. When those feet slam together, it just hurts. Oh boy, 156.7 though. Oh, that's a pretty swim.
Michael Phelps, keeping a close eye on his rival, Lochte. It's all right. You got it ahead of me. Ryan,
not bad.
I'll see you tomorrow night. Still waiting for the official results. We do know that Lochte turned in the second fastest time in the world this year. Interesting to see how he reacts coming out of the pool tonight after limping down the stairs earlier in the prelims. They're taking a close look at lane 8. Brendan Fiala, who finished 8th, to see if there's any kind of disqualification ruling there. And there is Lochte still walking a little gingerly. And there's his coach, David Marsh, who has been churning out some great swimmers down in Charlotte. Lochte joining him, kind of switching up the training. And Lochte in there first, 156.71. So here is a look at the 8 who advanced to the final. Lochte and Phelps. Roddy, you ready for one more time? And then again maybe in Rio.